Hey guys, Orly here, founder of LifeVestInside, and I want to thank each and every one of you for deciding to join me on the weekly Kindness Kickoff with Orly, coming at you every Monday, where I do a reading from my book, Kindness Boomerang, How to Save the World and Yourself through 365 Daily Acts. And then I give you, myself, and all of us out there an exciting kindness challenge based on the reading. For those of you that may not have a copy of the book, it's a lesson-a-day book in kindness. For every single day of the year, an act, a quote, and a short reflection on the power of paying it forward, giving you simple things to incorporate into your daily life. You can pick up a copy of Kindness Boomerang on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, IndieBound, iTunes, or you could get it from the LifeVestInside website by going to LifeVest.com. You also have another opportunity to win the book right here on YouTube. Each and every month, in the very beginning of the month, I announce a winner who receives 2 copies of the Kindness Boomerang book, one for themselves and one to gift forward to somebody else. So you might want to ask the question, okay, so how do I get a copy of the book? Well, it's really simple. All you need to do is engage on the platform. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, your feedback. What was really challenging about completing that specific act? What was really amazing or exciting? Or your own thought about kindness in general. The more you engage on the platform, the more likely you are to be able to win your copy of the Kindness Boomerang book. Before I go into the reading, just a couple of really quick announcements. First off, I apologize that last week I didn't have a chance to upload the Kindness Kickoff video. As you can see, I have a bit of a different setting here. Generally, I'm in Jerusalem, but I'm currently back right now in New York, New Jersey area, visiting my family for the last couple of weeks of summer. So it's been pretty hectic and really exciting. On top of that, we launched group leader registration for Dance for Kindness. As I've been telling you guys, Dance for Kindness is a worldwide flash mob that takes place in over 120 cities, 50 countries around the world. And right now is your opportunity to sign up to become a group leader. It's been super awesome. We've had a lot of group leaders already going through the process, and there's still a couple of weeks left for you to sign up. All you need to do to apply is you go to danceforkindness.com/lead, and there you'll have the option to fill out the form. If you are a returning group leader, you will have a specific code word. If you're not sure what that is, just email me and I'll make sure to give it to you, and it'll allow you to bypass certain questions because you've been a group leader in the past. So check that out. Super excited for this year's worldwide event on Sunday, November 10th. All right, jumping into the reading. And it's coming to us from August 23rd. And as I always mention, as I skim through the acts for the week, always one ends up popping out. And the act goes as follows. Make up with a friend today. We all make mistakes. Fighting isn't worth it. And the quote, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. And the reflection, a second chance is difficult to dispense, but once given, it has the unprecedented power to change you and teach you that there are always 2 sides to every coin. The more we can wholeheartedly accept people, mistakes and all, we find that our flaws are more readily forgiven. So today, instead of recalling the rare instances of strife and heartbreak, remember the moments of joy, laughter, and camaraderie shared. So why did this one specifically pop out to me? So being that I just got back to my hometown a couple of days ago, I was planning on reaching out to one of my oldest friends. And just so happened, she got to me before I was able to get to her because someone saw me already here in New York. And we got onto a call about an hour and change ago. And we're just sharing what's been going on in each other's lives and making plans to meet up over the course of the next week or 2 while I'm here. And when I was flipping through the pages and I stopped on this one, I realized had both of us not incorporated this act into our friendship, we probably would not be friends today. We've been friends, I know this friend ever since I would say probably 5 years old. Seriously, one of my longest standing friends. And in my high school years, specifically during the years where I was going through a very, very severe depression in my 10th grade year after having a fire in my house, as some of you may know from past videos, we really drifted completely apart. I got very hurt by her, whatever may happen, like I said, there's two sides of the coin. Bottom line is, there was an issue. There was some sort of strife. And we completely went opposite directions. I remember thinking at the time, and I'm sure she did too, I am never going to be friends with her again. I think I said those words. I am never going to be friends with her again. And for about 1.5 years, or maybe even 2 years, our friendship was really on the rocks. We weren't talking. We would be in school with each other, and we would not communicate. And I'll never forget the very beginning of my senior year. We were in the same class, so you're going to see each other. And it was somewhere in the beginning of the school year. I don't even remember who wrote the letter. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember if it was me, or I don't remember if it was her, that wrote a small little note and passed it to the other in class. And it was very short, maybe 2 lines, about being able to put the past behind us and move on. I don't even remember who sent it. This is the craziest part. And the other one, whichever one that was, accepted it, and we ended up becoming friends. Very close friends in our senior year. And then we were best friends throughout the entirety of college and moving on till after college. She got married, had kids, and moved on with her life in a completely different path than I did. We did drift again, just because life is what it is. But I always know that no matter what, if I ever want to connect with her, I know I could pick up the phone, can call her. It could be after months, it could be after a year, and she's there. The same way that I know I'll be there for her. And so we reconnected once again about, maybe 1.5 years ago. We were always connected, speaking maybe once in a year. But over the past 1.5 years, we've become even closer. So why am I telling you this whole backstory? Guys, you know how it started? Because like it says here, make up with a friend today. We all make mistakes. Fighting isn't worth it. The quote here, forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future. We don't necessarily know what's going to be. I was a teenager and I said, I'm never going to speak to her again. I was so certain of it. I didn't know what the future would bring. I didn't know what would come. So sometimes we make these really, really harsh statements. But that doesn't mean that we can't repair a friendship, that we can't give a second chance. Now I want, again, and I do this sometimes, I want to give a pause here. Because there are also friendships in which you drift away from that person or you have a fight, and it's based on real things, very serious things, that it's not necessarily so easy. It's not about that it's not easy to give the second chance. Sometimes 2 people, doesn't mean you should hate each other, but sometimes 2 people don't mesh or are not good influences on one another. This happens, okay? You have to know yourself. I'm not going to come and tell you, hey guys, you better go out there today and you're going to call the person you're fighting with and you're going to make up with them. It's going to be all la-di-da and flowers all over the place. It's not true. Every case is very unique and really different. I can't tell you what you should do. All I can do is share with you my experience and ask you to take a step back for a moment and look at the friendship from a distance and ask yourself, is this a friendship where the friendship you were having a bad influence on one another that you needed to separate? That doesn't mean you need to hate each other, but it means that you need to have that distance. Or is this something that you can work on? It's not always easy, and no one can tell you but you. So my challenge to all of us this week, including myself, is to go back into our past or into our present and to think about relationships that we might have, whether it be with a friend or a family member, that have taken, in a sense, have gone completely awry, and you're no longer connected with them. There was some sort of a fight. And see if there's a way to overcome and give that second chance. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. And I'm not saying it's going to turn out like my story. I'm not. You have to use your mind. You have to use your heart. But just like it says here, very often when we get into fights with people, we only recall all of the negative things that they did. They did this and they did that and they did this other bad thing, and nothing that they did was ever good. And we forget all of the good times. We forget the memories. We forget the laughs. We forget the joy. That's not to say, again, that we should allow all those moments of joy make us forget about the fact that we're not a good influence on one another if you're not meant to be really close friends with that person. So again, I give this warning because it's important. But don't allow the negative things that have happened make you forget about the good aspects of that friendship. So just like it says, instead of recalling the rare instances of strife and heartbreak, remember the moments of joy, laughter, and camaraderie shared. This is my challenge to all of us. And I'm excited to hear your stories, your thoughts that you might face as you're going to potentially try and overcome this obstacle. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the weekly Kindness Kickoff. I hope to see you again next week. And just a couple of additional reminders. If you're interested in receiving the Daily Kind, we have 2 newsletters. The Daily Kind that goes out Monday through Friday, and it has an act, a quote, a positive affirmation, and kindness media, showing you something positive happening in the world. Or you can sign up for our Kindness Flash. It goes out once a month, and it focuses on a specific theme. And all of the material that is both created and curated in that newsletter is based on that specific theme. So check it out. All you need to do is go to LifeVestInside.com, and when you go there, in the top right corner, there is a button that says sign up. Click it, and there you'll have the opportunity to sign up for the newsletters. Also, if you want to support LifeVest Inside as a nonprofit, feel free to give a contribution right on our website by clicking donate. And there you'll have the opportunity to give either a one-time donation or recurring donation. Amount counts and helps us to continue doing good in the world. And of course, all donations are 100% tax deductible. Thank you guys so much. Looking forward to seeing you again next week. And remember, it's kindness that keeps the world afloat. Love you all. Mwah!